Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The home team's offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Richardson out of the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Richardson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. This was on. What's the key for the quarterback? In a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mayfield on play action. Escapes the sack. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Richardson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs as...
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson
looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
Richardson looking to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 49 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers ready to take over.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Mayfield down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Gain on. Second down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Richardson. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down and 4.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's Richardson. Open man. He completes it to Judy.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That's caught left side by Judy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to the air with Richardson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the show as they absolutely no answers for him defensively. This is 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chargers,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week.